In this video we're taking a look at this CIGMAN CM-720 laser level. Oh yes, check it out. Hey, what's up guys, it's your man JB, and in this video we're taking a look at this laser level by CIGMAN. It is the CM-720 model, and I got sent this recently to unbox, check out and review. So let's get straight to it. Right then, so we'll open this box up, and straight away we get this lovely hard plastic carry case. So that's really good. I've had laser levels in the past which are just in a kind of small fabric pouch, but having it in a nice sturdy case is definitely a bonus. So we've got these clips on here which come undone really easily. Also got a handle which is nice, and if we open it up, there we go. That's the contents of the box. So we've got our aiming tool here, we've got a mini tripod, we've got a remote control, we've got a USB charging lead, a user manual, an L bracket for hanging off the wall or magnet to connect it to something metal, and then you've got the laser level itself. So we'll take a look at the laser level itself first off then, and on the side here you've got the lock and unlock switch. So it's really important that when you're carrying or transporting this around that you keep it on the lock. If you keep it unlocked, the pendulums inside may get damaged, and you might not get a level, if you know what I'm saying. But just before we go any further, this is the 2x360 degree model. You can get a 3x 360 degree model, so you have another laser coming out here. It is quite handy having three, but to be honest, at the end of the day, having a 360 degree horizontal level and a vertical level which is also 360 degrees, that's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, so we got the two lasers here. That's where the other laser would be. You've got the 1/4 inch thread in there, so you can put it on tripods and stands. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Got the CIGMAN badge label just on here. Also on the top here you've got your controls, so on and off, vertical laser, horizontal laser, and then the brightness. So you can change the brightness and turn on and off the vertical and the horizontal, because you don't always want all of those on at the same time. So what we'll do to begin with then, we'll take it off the lock. So we unlock it just like so, and I'm guessing this is indicating that the battery is fully charged. That's what I'm guessing, but we'll see. We'll have a look in a moment. And as we turned it on, you can see we've got the horizontal laser working and the vertical level working, so you can see it right on here. And because this bench is fairly level, if I shake it around a bit, you can see the pendulums and the lasers wiggle around slightly until they become level. And yes, this is a self-leveling laser. So there we go, we know that this line here is vertical and this line is perfectly horizontal. Now if we use the buttons on the top here, I can turn off the horizontal and it just leaves the vertical. So we've still got the vertical line on here. So if I push the vertical button, then the horizontal comes back on, but the vertical goes, which is interesting. So if I put horizontal back, if I try and turn horizontal off, it puts the vertical on. So you can't actually have this without any lasers on it. You can't have it turned on but no lasers. So that's kind of cool, because you're going to need one or the other. So there we go. Then here we've got the different brightness of the laser. So you can actually see there are 4 settings to this. So that's the brightest, dimmer, dimmer, dimmest, and then one more time, and it goes back to bright. So we've got 4 brightness settings on there. So let's turn the unit off, or we put it onto the locked mode, and if we push the power button here, what it then does is turns the laser back on, but it's actually locked in position. So this is really great if you want to run a line down the stairs, or I don't know, you want to hang some pictures down the stairs or vertically at an angle or something like that, then obviously you can actually put that in any position you want to. But if we have it on the unlocked position where it's self-leveling, if you do put it out of level or within 3 or 4 degrees of being level, it will flash, and that's basically telling you that you need to put the unit on a flatter surface. So there we go, just lift that up slightly, there we go, it flashes, lift it up slightly there, and it flashes. So to use a laser level, you do need to have it relatively flat to start with, but that shouldn't be too difficult to do. So that really is the basics of the laser level. There's not much else to show you on here other than this little bit on the back here. So if we pop that open, you've got a little port there for your USB lead, which is supplied in the box. There we go, so you get your USB lead. Doesn't come with a plug, but let's face it, how many USB plugs do we have nowadays? So if you haven't got one already installed within your house within a plug, then I'm sure you've got a plug, because we've all got plenty of those lying around. You have got a user manual in there, so if you're not sure about anything, do check the manual. Oh yes, what else have we got then? So this is quite cool, and this is a mini tripod. So you've got adjustable feet on here, they will adjust to a certain distance, not massively, but you can adjust them if you have got a slightly unlevel surface, which is good. Not quite sure why you've got this rather large thread on this end. Not sure whether you could turn this upside down or actually fit that on another tripod or something, I'm not sure. But you have got this 1/4 inch thread on the top here. So what we can do is wind the laser level onto that plate. You don't need to have it too tight, and then you can actually turn that round into any position. But what it has got on the side here is this knob, which we can just turn, and that will actually move the laser level very slightly. So let's put this here, let's turn the laser level on, and then you can see here how it just moves it fractionally. You can just move it really delicately. Otherwise, sometimes you try and do it, you might end up going too far, where this is that's quite nice to do that. There we go, smashing. So that's a handy little tripod. I mean, you could just use this on the surface itself, doesn't really matter, but I suppose it protects it and it allows you to rotate it. Now you also get this L bracket, which is pretty standard with laser levels. So you've got the 1/4 inch threaded bolt on here, which moves up and down here, which is quite nice. And then on this side, you've got these little rubber bungs or rubber feet, whatever you want to call them, so you don't end up scuffing the wall, I guess, if you do use the whole plate here, which you can just hang on a screw or a nail. You're not going to damage the wall. I'm sure you wouldn't do much damage to it anyway. But on here you can turn it all the way around, and we can put it to any metal surface. How about that, look? We turn the laser level on, there we go, we can just move that round again into whatever position we need it in, and then we can just lock it off, and that's not going to move, that's not going anywhere. Now the laser on this level does seem really bright and really clear, and the beam isn't too thick either. So I'm in the workshop, I'm in the garage, and this garage has got to be a good, I'd say 20 foot long, something like that, maybe a bit longer. So I've got the laser level on the door over here, and if I just spin this round, you can see the laser right here and on the wall, and actually it's no more than about 2 millimeters thick here. But there you go, you can also see it along the wall there of the workshop and coming back round this way as well. Now sometimes when it is just a little bit too bright in a room, you may not always be able to see the laser level, and you can see it here on the side of this bit of wood, but by using the aimer reflector tool here, you can see how that really does show you the line a lot clearer. So that's really nice. It's a nice tool to use. Set this in the position you want the laser, and hey, away you go. You've got this reflector just to make it that little bit clearer. Now the last thing that you get in the box is this little remote control. So this has got the same buttons, apart from the power button, that you've also got on the laser level. So in theory, if I push the, I'm going to turn the horizontal off. There we go, horizontal goes off, horizontal on. So that's quite handy. If I'm over the other side of a room and I want to turn one on or off, then I can just do that. If I want to turn the vertical off, remember the horizontal is going to come on first, then the horizontal or the vertical goes off. So vertical on and off, horizontal on and off. There we go. So you've also got the different brightness settings on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, dull, 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 bright. It's got a nice little lanyard, mini lanyard or whatever you want to call it on there, so you can sort of put that on your keys or I don't know, hang it from your belt if you want to look cool or something. There you have it, there's all your bits. So we've got the L bracket, the USB charging lead, which you just plug straight into this with a USB plug, of course. There's no separate battery, you can't put batteries in it, it's built in, so that's quite nice, one less thing to worry about. So you just plug that into there. You've got your remote control, we'll pop that back into there. You've got your instruction manual, your mini tripod sits nicely there. You've got your aiming tool, that sits just in there like that. You've got your instruction manual, I've probably already said that. And then you've got the laser level itself. One more thing to have a quick look at is the fact that you can put it on your tripod and adjust it up and down very slightly on that as well. This is the one that I currently use for my camera, but works absolutely perfect on a tripod. Now if you haven't got yourself a laser level already, it's about time you got yourself one, because they just have so many uses. I've done carpentry work, I've hung wallpaper with it, hung shelves, tiling, all sorts. They come in so handy, they've got so many different uses. So there's plenty out there on the market to choose from, but I will leave details of this one in the description box down below. If you enjoyed the video, guys, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, that would be absolutely awesome. And also, if you haven't subscribed already, why not go ahead right now and subscribe, that will be absolutely fantastic. Right then, that's me done, I'll see you on the next video.